Hello, friends. I'm here to talk about my X Culture project teamwork experience. We onboarded this journey around 3-4 months back in my final term for my executive MBA program from IIMK, and we got to work on this fantastic X Culture project where we connect with global colleagues and we learned a lot about the cultures. We learned a lot about cross work collaboration, and we were able to successfully complete this particular assignment awarded to us, the Linguado language app. I'm here to share with you our experience working on this project and how did we achieve an overall win for this company and for our project. A quick introduction, and I will be hiding the names of people for the sake of privacy. However, all the other details like their colleges and their student status is available on the slide. So we had a diverse team from USA, India, Kenya, and Canada from various institutes and working in different technologies and different full-time status as well. Like I was working as a full-time person, also doing my executive program. There were full-time students as well, and some part-timers as well. A unique experience for me was that all other members except me were women, and which was a very unique experience for me. The age was also diverse, almost 15 years, and I was the most experienced person in the group. Continuing and talking about the initial contact was proposed and initiated by somebody else, and she was really very communicative throughout the project and took the communication part and updating us on the news updates and everything really positively, and she kept the team together. We quickly connected in a couple of days and we scheduled a meeting. We had a very small introduction meeting of like half an hour just to get introduced to yourself. And of course, as you will assume, there were some initial misunderstandings about the culture, language, and even the accent. Some of us could not even understand the others. And then we, of course, bargain on the next meeting times, who's morning, who's evening. And one common theme that sort of brought us together was that X Culture is really providing a lot of work, too much work for the working professionals, in addition to our jobs. So after this, we moved over to the selection of the company and the initial disagreements. And here I would like to spend a minute just to take you through the slide. The initial company selection was really tough, and there were some delays for other reasons as well, some communication delays and things. However, we saw a cultural alignment between people, where people from eastern part of or east to us and west to us were having different thoughts on what kind of projects that they would like to work on. So they were like within a group of 5-6 people, also small groups were sort of forming. However, after some cajoling and discussions and explaining them our logic, we were able to democratically come together for one company within the timeline. We had some meeting scheduling decisions and availability across time zones. Some people had to move their own meetings. We had to move a few meetings to accommodate. And finally, we were able to make time. One special consideration was given to one person who had 4 kids, and it was like a really tough job for her to have her toddlers walk into the meetings. But yeah, it was all many. We also used Google Meet, and we were able to finalize some time on this. The next and the most important critical assignment was alignment on responsibility and our weekly charter. And for this, I'm really thankful for the team that it was very organized. The minutes of meetings were the most critical piece of discussion that we were noting down week over week, and we documented it very efficiently. Even if somebody had to miss a meeting due to whatever priorities or work or any other thing, we were able to divide the work and conquer it. And this was not just for 1 week or one time, it was week over week that we did this. But of course, as the analysts, sorry, as the strategy people say, that the moment you get into the fight, all the planning goes out of the window. So in the first week itself, one person had to miss the meeting, and then we could not finalize the work, and the communication probably was not read properly, or something happened, and there was two people doing the same work, and one portion was left undone. But we made up for it, and then we were able to strictly adhere to this documentation. And from the second week onwards, it was the duty of person, if for whatever reason they were missing, they needed to look for that particular notes or ask in the group chat. And of course, we use WhatsApp as the group chat. So this was how we aligned on the weekly charter, and we ensured that whatever work and division is being done, everybody is doing their bit and efficiently as well. Then comes the final draft and overdrive. This is where we saw that after the 12th of November, when the final drafts were already done, we were essentially looking towards the report in the next 10 days or so. Then the team started meeting a couple of times in the week, endlessly chatting on the WhatsApp. There were some natural talents as well: leaders, editors, coordinators, workers. Workers, not in the sense of any negative sense, but workers, like you tell them what to do and they will do it. They don't have really time to chat up and provide any new ideas. Not everyone was ready to take the lead. Opinion on actual gaps, missing information, and content quality, that we have dumped a lot of information. But what is the quality of all of this? The APA style references and use of AI was a very extensively discussed topic. How much AI should we be using? Are we using the right reference style? We ensured that the team was on the timeline with draft was were created for almost 45 pages. Finally, we cut down it to the optimal size after having more discussions. That's what we will discuss in the next slide. In here, what we did was really, really amazing. When the final report was very near in the last week, we really met each and every day for the final report to be submitted. Everyone made time out of their busy schedules, work, children, and everybody. We did a lot of cleanup, content summarization, and beautification. We ensured that the work was done in order to make it up to the quality of a international business X culture project. I would like to clearly identify a few roles here. I was one of the lead coordinator. There was a student who was lead editor. She basically worked a lot in terms of editing, grammar, punctuation, a number of things. Another person took the lead in terms of content management. What are we writing? Does it make sense? Overall, if we did the SWOT analysis, what was the purpose of this? Did it serve the purpose? And a few other people who were more task driven, we told them what to do, like we write a VC script, and they went ahead and they created a presentation around this. So this was a more shared experience that we had. I'll finally come back to the learnings from the course and experiences. Cultural differences are really real and not just as a result of time zone difference that we typically think of. Everybody wants to present their best self, and thus reports start to really showcase in the final weeks. Cultural alignment in terms of US and non-US origin, and why I am particularly mentioning this, it differs very significantly in owning the leadership and taking initiative. We found that people are a bit reluctant outside of the US to really take lead. But then we finally worked with them and ensured that everybody is presenting and editing the draft every week. So all five of us got to edit and submit the draft individually once every week. The way of life and priorities differed a lot. Some took yacht holidays with family, others are in the everyday grind of jobs. They are just trying to make their work and not really having a lot of time to enjoy. Usefulness of this program is also very different, where some of them are young students, others are trying to set up a business, and that's where they want to learn dealing with people, and that's where X Culture really helps them. The minutes of meetings are very, very useful tools, and regular meetings are extremely relevant. The task list, deadlines are great motivators, and having a lot of opinions is always helpful. So these are some courses, some learnings, and some experiences. Now, it's not that this course is done and we are done. We are very much staying connected, as it's very beneficial to network with people. We are not only work together, we have also learned a lot about major holidays, how Christmas is celebrated separately or differently across the globe. We learned about each other's families, and it was really a very good experience for us to learn about new people, new markets, and how a particular product would be used by people in different geographies, and it really sets the tone. We look forward to meeting each other for coffee, dinner in future, if our time permits, if we get to travel in their geographies in the future. So this is what I have for this. Thank you for your time. I really thank X Culture for providing me the platform to present my experiences on this topic. Thank you.